Something I've been saying for a long time now is that the biggest threat to the United States is not China, not the Middle East, not North Korea, not Russia, but the United States government itself. Today was a clear example of that. Weak leadership by Mike Johnson, caving to public pressure, caving to the pressure from his colleagues, bent over and passed Ukraine aid legislation without the original critical part of that deal, which was $20 billion to help secure the southern border. 2 months ago, the original bill was $118 billion. 20 of that goes to the southern border. The rest of it split up amongst Ukraine, Israel, U.S. allies in the South China Sea. But today, we have the same bill minus the most important part. You might be saying, oh, come on, what could Johnson really have done to stop this bill from passing? Everything. In between Bill 1 and Bill 2. We had one of those situations where the U.S. government needed to pass a bill to fund itself, like it does every year. You know what that is? That's called leverage. The fact that Democrats want Ukraine aid to be sent. Leverage. Look what Trump said. This interaction got 25 million views for a reason. This is why Trump's going to be loved and respected for hundreds of years, and why Mike Johnson's name is not going to be remembered.
20 times you have called for, I will shut down the government if I don't get my wool. None of us have said.
You want to know something?
You've said it.
Okay, you want to put that on
You've
my...
said it.
I'll take it.
Okay, good.
You know what I'll say? Yes. If we don't get what we want, one way or the other, whether it's through you, through a military, through anything you want to call, I will shut down the government.
Okay,
absolutely.
fair enough.
And
We
I am
disagree.
proud, and I'll
We
tell you what,
disagree.
I am proud to shut down the government for border security, Chuck, because the people of this country don't want criminals and people that have lots of problems and drugs pouring into our country. So I will take the mantle.
He's willing to sacrifice everything to make it happen. And that's what a strong leader does. Johnson should have said, I know the government needs money to fund itself. I'm willing to let everything come to a screeching halt and shrivel up and die. The U.S. government budget, Ukraine, everything. Consider it done. Nothing's happening until we get money to the U.S. southern border. As the Speaker of the House, you have the power to decide which bills get voted on. You know what that would have done? Brought everything to a screeching halt, and they would have figured it out. People would have stopped getting paid, they would have stopped getting Social Security checks, and things would have gotten really uncomfortable for Congress. But that's what a strong leader does. Makes things uncomfortable. Ukraine's on the brink of collapse. Say, hey, I know we probably need to send some money to them if we want them to survive, but if you want them to get $1, we're going to be sending something to the U.S. southern border. But he didn't fight like that. The original bill failed, and he said, oh shucks, okay, all right, fine, let's pass the version you want. Coward! There's this clip of him going around saying, oh, border, 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 most important thing, border. Nothing will get done if we don't send help to the border.
President Biden wants a supplemental spending bill. It better begin by defending America's national security.
How can we be engaged in securing the border of foreign countries if we can't secure our own?
But look how quickly he bent over and gave up once pressure amounted. Don't put it up for a vote until you get what you want. Didn't have to be the original version, but find a version that everybody could agree on. ICE only gets $8 billion of funding per year. Double it. It's just weak and pathetic. People don't respect that. And that's why Trump was beloved and respected by so many people. Let me know what you think. God bless.